The WHO is leading this investigation. We clearly support this investigation. We recognize there's an urgent need for an investigation, but I wouldn't want to be conclusive yet about any sort of cooperation that the WHO may or may not have received from China. We look forward to seeing this report. We're supportive of the WHO investigation. And I think more broadly, too, we can speak to our own efforts. We will work with our partners and also draw on information collected and analyzed by our own intelligence community to evaluate the report once we've received it, as well as the data from the WHO evaluation. I don't think there is any reasonable person who would argue that the coronavirus originated elsewhere. So that is why our focus is on this WHO investigation. We look forward again to seeing the report, to seeing the underlying data, to using what we may have within our own reach based on our own intelligence and analysis to corroborate what the WHO has found and to reach our own conclusions. The State Department, again, wants to see the report. We want to see the underlying data. We intend to marry that underlying data with what is in our own broader holdings to include within our intelligence community. We are going to base our conclusions on nothing other than the data, nothing other than the science, and based on that, we'll come to a conclusion. We strongly condemn violence against demonstrators. All individuals in Burma have rights to freedom of expression, association, peaceful assembly, including for the purposes of peaceful protest. We repeat our calls for the military to relinquish power, restore democratically elected government, release those detained, and lift all telecommunication restrictions and to refrain from violence. We are continuing to make this a priority. We are making no bones about where we stand when it comes to the military's need to relinquish power. As you've also heard us say, we are undertaking a careful review of the assistance that we provide to Burma and with an eye towards ensuring that those responsible for this coup do face significant consequences. Shortly into this administration, you haven't seen the secretary speak out, you haven't seen the president speak out, you haven't